you watched the last video, you know this was a barn find 1989 Ford F-150, so you know it has a lot of mouse turds in it, and it absolutely stinks. So today we're going to do a little transformation video of getting this thing cleaned up. As you can see, she's rather dirty. Get this old Ford clean.
She was stocking the shelves with some bottles of bean, a tight tank top looking long and lean, a fireball of sexy, and I wanted a shot of that. So I reached for a bottle right next to her. She smiled at me and said, "How you doing, sir?" And that's all it took to hook me into coming back. The girl from the liquor store, how can a man ever ask for more? She has the key to all the booze. It's a win-win, I can't lose. She made a mark on me, that's for sure. The girl from the liquor store. I got to know her schedule like the back of my hand, and every single week I kept going back in, till I finally got her number. We went out on our first date, and that's when I saw her wild turkey side. She unlocked the door to the store that night. We were loving and drinking, and I knew that I had it made with the girl from the liquor store. How can a man ever ask for more? She has the key to all the booze. It's a win-win, I can't lose. She made a mark on me, that's for sure. The girl from the liquor store. Well, all my friends are jealous, steaming with envy. Well, I just say, hey fellas, we can't all be me. I got the girl from the liquor store.
So I just changed the oil in this old rig. We got her fairly clean, but the outside's still really dirty, so I'm gonna attempt to drive it to the car wash. Hopefully we make it and give this thing a good old bath because she needs it. All right, we made it to the car wash. This thing is rather dirty. Get a good look of it. This is a barn find, so she's rather dirty. We need to get all that trash out of there, get this thing nice and clean, and see if she's got any shine left in her. She is in pretty rough shape, but hey, it's a cheap little farm truck, so let's get her clean here. We're also gonna spray down that motor because that's rather dirty. Get that looking good. I didn't get her completely clean by any means because I ran out of quarters. I figured 10 minutes was enough, but it was not. Anyways, this thing's sputtering down the road. I'm sure it's that dirty gas that she has that's been in there since she's been parked in that barn. Who knows how long ago, at least 10 years. So we're gonna put some good old gas in her. She hasn't gotten high, but she's definitely doing some weird coolant stuff here. Making some questionable noises. And I do not like the look of this. I don't know if she's gonna need a head gasket or what the deal is down in here. That's not looking good right there though, by any means. Well, that was an expensive purchase. Looks like she's full. She would not take gas at all, so I guess we gotta burn all that out. All right, let's get this thing back home. She's not taking gas, so I guess we ain't gonna fill her up. I don't know how successful this trip was because she didn't get very clean either. The rig quite a bit cleaner. She doesn't look too bad, but those wheels gotta go. She does have a little bit of shine to her, so that's nice, and that is blue. Anyways, guys, we're gonna transform the look of this old truck by doing a little something here. I got some new wheels and tires that are slightly larger. These here I found on Marketplace for 150 bucks with tires. These are gonna be a little bigger. The size of them here, 245, 75, 16, so that's equivalent to about a 30.5. Anyways, I measured these out, and how you do 5 lug, you measure from the outside crossways to the center of this one, and that'll give you your bolt pattern. And I went up to the guy, measured them real quick, and saw it was 5.5 inches, but actually these are 5 by 135, which is slightly smaller, so they didn't fit. Therefore, I had to buy these adapters, which will be 5 by 5.5 to 5 by 135, which these wheels are. Don't really like running these because they don't seem too safe, but a lot of guys with big wheels run these and they'll space the wheels a little further out. Anyways, let's get these on and see what these wheels look like on the old Ford. So that's what the adapter looks like when it's on. And now we'll just bolt our wheel like these are our regular studs. I wish I got a little bit more thread than what it has, but you can see it's gonna push that wheel out quite a bit further than that it would have been if we used the original studs. All right, let's see how she sits. I like how the wheels stick out a little bit. Actually, those spacers did a good job with that. What do you guys think about it? I think it transformed the look of the old farm truck pretty good. They need to be cleaned up. It does look like it sits up a little high in the back, but the front wheel looks really good. It's tucked up in there pretty good. I don't think that looks too bad for an old farm truck. We can definitely get that paint cleaner than what it is. I was hoping to, but the truth is, this motor's starting to act weird. I'll show you guys what's going on with it. Plug the battery in here. So after I power washed it, it seems like it has a fuel issue possibly, not for sure. Interior still needs to come cleaner as well. I was hoping to power wash the inside. All right, so get that on, crank her over. I don't know, maybe the fuel pump's weak on it, I'm not for sure. Because sometimes if I cycle the key and get plenty of gas up there. Outlet off. Sputters down, dies. All right, so I'm down here, I'm dropping the front tank now. I got that rear already out, which I don't think I need two big ass tanks. So what we're gonna do here is I bought a fuel pump just for this front tank, and we'll put that new fuel pump and hopefully we can get this truck running right. Right now, we just have the 2 bolts for the straps on the front and the rear. Finally got some decent tools, so this is making this a lot easier. So we got it out. This is what we were running the truck off of right here. Pretty nasty stuff. I don't know if it's chunky or not. Wish I had a little filter to see. Doesn't look like any chunks. All right, so this gas tank here, you can look down inside there. That was never gonna come clean. O'Reilly. So for $130, went ahead and got a brand new tank here. Thought that was a pretty good deal, and she will definitely work out just fine. This one's bigger than this one, right?
Okay, I guess. I don't know. Oh, they didn't put it inside there, did it? What are you doing?
Well, we can't hook it up if I can't lift it. Well, it just broke.
What are you breaking? There's no, you don't force them. Well, half of this one's in there and staying in there.
Well, that looks way too nice for the truck, but it is in there. Also went ahead and put a new fuel filter up there. Now we're gonna fill this tank up. Hopefully she's okay, and then we'll try and start it. Shout out to Nikki's dad for the gas tank. I'll get it back to you as soon as possible. Went ahead and got a new battery cable, because if you watch the original video, if you jump across here, the truck turns over, and this thing's gotten rather hot. So got a new one here. It's gonna be extra long so we can go down and around. Get that hooked up real quick here. Well, there, that's why I got a new one right there. That's just proof. All right, everything's as it should be. We should have a fuel gauge now, which I don't know why it's showing a little over half a tank currently. We'll cycle the key so we can prime the line. Yep, fuel gauge is working, looks like. Going down. We only have about 4 gallons in there. Hoping the high pressure gauge or high pressure fuel pump's good. There it comes. I hear it now. Hopefully I did the fix. Right on. Now leaking. New gas tank looking good. It looks like she's running. It wasn't doing this before. We only have 4 gallons of gas. Fuel gauge is working, as we can see right there. So we're gonna turn it off. We're gonna have to get her to the gas station, and then we're gonna really get this thing looking good. Got some little bit of a sponsorship kind of deal going on. Not a paid program or anything, or I don't even know why I said that, but yeah. So now the truck's running and driving good. Now we need to improve the headlights here. We have our friends over at NovSight just sent us some LED bulbs for the old 89 Ford. These are going to be 40,000 lumens, so they should be super bright. But to make these work the best they can possibly can, let's restore on these old dingy yellow headlights. Now before we do this, let's get a comparison. I understand it's daylight, but if you saw previously in the video, these headlights were not very bright at night. Let's see what they look like. Right there, that's what we got for headlights. So these right here will be the NovSight N60s. Right here, as we can see, these should be plug and play, should work for our model here. as these are 9004s. For our restoration kit for the headlights, we have this 3M kit here. So if this kit here, what we'll be doing first, we'll be hitting it with 500 grit with the drill. Once we get that done, we'll wipe them down again, get them nice and real clean, hit it with 800, and then our final step will be 3000 grit to take out any of the scratches and wipe on a clear coat, and hopefully they'll be nice and clean and clear. So before I got these bulbs in, I went ahead and tested them right here, and oh my goodness, these things are bright. I mean, it's very daylight out still, and these things were glowing. You could see it shining off the box, so I think they're gonna be very bright. Let's turn these things on, see how bright they are. I need to put the battery back in now, since I took that out, because it made it easier to put the passenger bulb in here. And here we go. Let's see if we can see it shine on the tripod. Yeah, we do. Plum daylight, so I'm guessing they're pretty bright. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, they're quite bright. Those ought to look pretty good there. Now that headlight restore didn't get these completely clean, but they are cleaner than what they were. This truck is perfect for the back roads, just driving down by the river. Call me an idiot, but for the longest time, I didn't know how to turn on the brights on this truck. And let me just tell you, I figured out because I bumped my foot on the switch down by the floor, which is a pretty neat little option that I've never had on a truck. Right down there, if we cook it right there, brights on, brights off. It's not dark yet, but these headlights definitely look like they're gonna be bright. Those are on low beam right there. I'll do high beam after I pass this car, but like I said, we got a little bit of time before it's actually truly dark to see how bright they are. They do look good though. Hopefully we don't hit that sign. So there's low beam, here's brights. Right there. It looks pretty dang good in my opinion. For an old 89 Ford, she's shining. Big shout out to NovSight. If you like them, link in the description below. And make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Comment what you would like to see done to this old truck. My plans are just to drive the thing and use it for its purpose, a truck. Thank you guys. Have a good night.